executed well. Got our first Nebraska bird on the ground.
Finally filled the tag here in Nebraska. This feels good to
Couldn't be happier, man.
couldn't be happier, is right. All right, guys, it is August 23rd. We're up in South Dakota on the property I killed my buck last year. We call it the 160. I'm gonna make this short. Mosquitoes are awful. We just got a cell cam up right here, and the killing tree I killed out of last year is right over here to the west, and then we got another lonely tree on the east side of the property. So this is all CRP right here. We got corn just to the southeast of us, a nice marsh here, and then a big bean field to the north. So I'm thinking these deer are gonna be funneling out of this CRP or the corn, you know, depending on where they're bedding, or this marsh. They could be bedding anywhere. Coming right down this path, it pinches down in this northeast corner and heading out to feed in these beans. I had a camera over there back in June. I got pictures of 2 different bucks. One is a really nice buck. The camera ended up getting tipped over, so I haven't got pictures of him since middle of June. He had a really big frame, a lot of mass, so we're excited to see what that deer turned into. And just got this one set up, and we're gonna head over to the other tree and set another cell cam up. We got 7 days till season, so hoping we can get something on a pattern up here. The anticipation for the 160 was high once again this year. After killing my buck last year off this property, I knew there was going to be a good one that would call the 160 his home. August 31st rolls around, and I get a notification on my cell cam. Man, was I surprised when it showed up. Little did we know, the cat and mouse game had just begun.
Right there, you see that? Can you see that?
I see that.
That's what we're going after tonight. Kind of a wacky buck, about an 8-inch Droptine, South Dakota bruiser. We're gonna go put him down.
We get to the base of the tree and are getting ready to hang the set. I look to the north and happen to catch a rack sticking out of the cattails. I grab my binos, glass him up. Sure enough, it's him. He beds back down within 100 yards, and I get the set hung. Jeff and I get settled in for one heck of a sit. This segment of Outdoorsman Adventures is brought to you by Big Hair Brewhouse, 306 North Broadway Avenue, Hardington, Nebraska. That sound is not very well liked, but often is listened to very closely. So listen closely. Subet Contracting is your local roofing company that will take care of any roof repairs or replacements. With a 5-year labor warranty, we are the ones to call when you're looking for a new roof or siding. Call Mitchell at 402-841-7441 when you need a quality job done in a timely manner. Professionals at work, Subet Contracting. This segment of Outdoorsman Adventures is brought to you by Northeast Pipe and Panel, 314 Industrial Avenue, Hardington, Nebraska.
As the buck is making his way to the west, he gets to about 45 yards and stops right behind the base of the tree. At this point, I need him to take one more step forward to give me a perfect broadside shot. It soon turned into a waiting game as we watched him for nearly 10 minutes or more, and he hasn't moved an inch. A little fork buck makes his way out of the marsh and gets his attention. We're thinking hopefully maybe this will push him our way a little more. Unfortunately, with no shot opportunity for me, we watched the two bucks fight for a little while and then head back into the marsh. What an absolute encounter with a stud of a South Dakota whitetail. This is when we gave him the name Kickstand.
Got Dalton behind the camera tonight. It is 4:30. I'm pretty jacked up. I got a good feeling about tonight. Like I said, my cell cam has not been working all week, which
You think?
I think the batteries are dead. Which kind of sucks, but it's also kind of good because it's making me anticipate this hunt. I think he's going to be bedded in the same spot. I think he's going to come out, and I think I'm going to kill him at 30 yards. Calling the shot right now.
30, huh?
30 yards. Dalton's going to hopefully have that camera on record, and
Put the caps off.
we're gonna head in. I got to get some sticks set up. I set those stands without sticks last time somehow. It's dead quiet up here. There's not much wind. It's a little bit out of the north, which is good, which is what we want. So we're gonna be as quiet as we can. Gonna get geared up right here and head in. See what happens. Let's go, buddy. This portion of Outdoors and Adventures is brought to you by Anderson Body Shop, 317 North Broadway, Hardington, Nebraska. That sound is not very well liked, but often is listened to very closely. So listen closely. Subet Contracting is your local roofing company that will take care of any roof repairs or replacements. With a 5-year labor warranty, we are the ones to call when you are looking for a new roof or siding. Call Mitchell at 402-841-7441 when you need a quality job done in a timely manner. Professionals at work, Subet Contracting. This portion of Outdoors and Adventures is brought to you by Fulkers Painting LLC, specializing in interior and exterior painting and staining, located in Hardington, Nebraska. Alright guys, it is October 11th and Dalton and I are back here at the 160. It's pretty warm today. It's about 85 degrees and we got a really good southwest wind today, really strong. It's supposed to switch to the west and northwest tonight, and that's the wind we need to go hunt Kickstand. So what we're doing tonight, guys, we've had 3 encounters with him. Jeff's had him at 45 yards and 100 yards. And I had him at 100 as well. So like I said, we got a good wind tonight. We're going to get aggressive. We know exactly where he's bedded. He's back in this marsh just to the north of that dead tree, if you guys can see in the distance. So we're pretty much out here on the road waiting for this wind to switch. It's still out of the southwest. Southwest is kind of pushing it. We can't go in there on a south wind. So it says about 4 o'clock the wind's going to switch to the west. It's about 3:30, so we're just going to kind of sit here, wait till it switches, head in. We're gonna get probably within 50 yards of where he's bedded, and I don't know, I think it's gonna happen tonight. We got a front pushing through tonight. They cut some of this corn just to the south where we're gonna be sitting, so we're getting aggressive tonight, guys, and hoping to put Kickstand down. We'll see. Alright guys, we've been sitting here for probably 30 minutes and the wind was out of the southwest like I said, and I mean just like that it switched out of the west-northwest. which is exactly what we want. So we get a vehicle coming down this road. We're gonna drive up probably 200 yards and we're gonna head in and we're gonna kill Kickstand. The wind's gonna keep picking up. Got a good west-northwest wind and see what the night brings. Kickstand's going down tonight, guys. He's going down. Alright guys, we are about 100 yards from that dead tree we're gonna probably set up. Wind's right in the face. We're gonna just sneak over the top of this little ridge and kind of glass down that marsh and see if we can see him. So I'm excited. I think tonight's the night. My confidence going into this sit on October 11th was high. With already having 3 encounters with Kickstand, we knew exactly where this deer would be bedded. As we waited for the wind to switch, we headed in. We used the wind to our advantage and got set up. We knew he was bedded close, and we were right. It didn't take long for him to stand up out of his bed. We were within 80 yards, and we knew we were in the game. This segment of Outdoorsman Adventures is brought to you by Big Hair Brew House, 306 North Broadway Avenue, Hardington, Nebraska. Anderson Aerial is an aerial photography and video production business that I started back in 2017, but my main focus and passion is definitely agriculture, photos and videos. You know, with me living in the heart of the Midwest, I love going out, meeting new farmers, and capturing their operation from above. So with that being said, if you guys have any interest in prints or canvases of your equipment in the field this fall, or whether that be a video of your farming operations from above, I would love to help you out. This portion of Outdoorsman Adventures is brought to you by JJ Benji's for all your screen printing and embroidery needs. 201 Pine Street, Yankton, South Dakota. This deer had a sixth sense and had our number. It seemed like he was always one step ahead of us. As he stood in his bed for over 30 minutes looking in our direction, a light switch flipped and he crossed the path in front of us at about 70 yards. He moved so quick and I had no shot opportunity. We lost him in the marsh. I got up and moved to the lonely tree to see if I could glass him up. Sure enough, he bedded back down in the cattails. The wind picked up and light was fading quick. It was time to make a move. We made the stalk, but came up empty-handed. He knew we were on him, and he slipped through the marsh undetected. Unfortunately, October 11th was the last day we laid eyes on him. To this day, we don't know what happened to Kickstand. Did he get shot by another hunter, or die from predators or natural cause? As we close this chapter and story of Kickstand, there's always a part of me that thinks he's still out there. Will 2022 be the year he shows back up at the 160? Time will tell. At the end of the day, I just appreciate the opportunities we had at chasing such a unique South Dakota whitetail.